What's going on, everybody? Hopefully everything is working. Hey, Danny, I see you in the chat. I'll let you know. Sounds good. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Happy Sunday. We're going to have 2 streams today. We're going to have one where we're doing this coding challenge, and then right after this, we're going to celebrate with a little bit of gaming with the top Unity game for August. Be a little bit of fun. I'll probably change it up and do a different thumbnail, but yeah. Not gonna be able to make it, no worries. Welcome to the stream. So we'll probably do this challenge, I don't know how long, maybe a few hours or so, and then we'll probably start like the gaming one, and that'll probably be a few hours as well, maybe. So maybe by the time you're done with church, we'll still be going on. So we'll see what happens. We're back. I got back at 12. Okay. Alrighty. I will catch you later. All right. I think maybe one of the best things we should do, as always, is get a game plan of how we want today to go. I'm going to open up Miro, where we kind of keep all our progress, or not progress, but like our tracking. Make sure that you guys are able to see this. Oh, where you at, OBS? There you are. Okay, so we're at OBS, and let's make some goals for today. Maybe I'll make this a little bit smaller on the font. Let's do that. Maybe, how about 75? That way we can get a little bit more in here. All right. Have a good stream. Thanks, strong man. Hope you have a good time at church. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, Banana, welcome. Bright and early over at my time. How you doing today? Right now, we're kind of just making some goals that we want to try and accomplish this stream. One of them is going to be create the sprites for nickel, dime, and quarter. What I mean by that is heads and tails. So we made some sprites yesterday towards the end of the stream. So we just want to make the heads and tails versions of those because right now we just have the initial version before it gets flipped. It would be cool if we at least make the UI to upgrade to unlock the newer coins. Hey, Paul Jarrett, welcome to the stream. How's your day going so far? To upgrade to the next coins. And we're gonna have to probably do some things. Maybe it probably would have been easier to make scriptable objects, but we'll see what happens. We'll see how we go about that because we know the nickel is gonna give us 5 right off the bat. So we'll have to figure that out. Yeah, we'll have to see how we want to do that. It might be too much for these 14 days, but we'll see. We'll try. We'll see what we can do. But I think that's probably one of the best challenges that we can, or best things that we can do right now, is create the sprites for nickel, dime, and quarter so that we at least have those. So I might have to open up this A sprite again. And I'm going to open the files real quick. Let's do it by date modified because a lot of those we did yesterday. So I'll open up this one, and this one. Open up those 3. All right, let's hop over into the middle part of the screen where Aseprite is. So if you're completely new to the stream, we're making a small coin idle game in 14 days. It's a challenge I made by myself. Figured it'd be a really good way to actually learn game development. And this is the kind of what's all going on right now. So let me make the vertical look a little bit better. There we go. All right. Take a little drink here. Get some water actually. So this is the initial coin for 5. And we basically just gotta remove all this and put heads and tails. That's it. So maybe the easiest way to do this is maybe, you know what? Let's just blend it. Can we blend it without it causing a issue? If I just turn this to 5, I actually want to get this color. Let's start with this color and then we'll go and just go over it all. Oh wait, we don't want to do this one. We actually want to copy this. So duplicate. Okay, fine. We're gonna save as nickel coin heads underscore sprite. Okay, so this is gonna be the nickel coin heads. I just want to make sure I have the original copy. So let me check real quick. Before I get too carried away, nickel coin head sprite, and then we have the nickel coins sprite. Awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. Just wanted to double check before we get too crazy. So now we can just get rid of this all, and then we'll kind of make the heads and the tails. There we go. Almost done. Voila. Okay, so we got that part done. And I think what we could just do is get this vertical. Oh, is this horizontal symmetry? Okay. We'll get a horizontal symmetry. So then I'm going to get this pencil tool to make the tails. All I do is really just find a good spot. Let's do it a little bit more. Yeah, it might be a little bit too high. That's good enough. So this would be the tails, I guess. I guess I made it tails. So I'm going to save as the tails sprite. Okay. And then let's go to File, Open, Date Modified. We're going to make heads. Okay. All we got to do is remove this. Super easy to do. Oops. And then, of course, I do that. So we're going to get this pencil tool. And then we get this little dropper. Voila. And let's get rid of all this again. Now to make the heads, very simple. We're just going to go like this. Go down. Oops, messed it up. Messed it up. I think that's good enough for the heads, right? Let me just do that. Ah, of course, then I do that. Hey, the Clippy. Okay, so I realized I have to use the C# and Unity to make my launcher. Ooh. Are you making the launcher for the game, or? So this will be the heads that. All right, so now we got the initial 10 coin, and we just got to make heads and tails again. I'm gonna do File, Save As, and we'll save one as the underscore tails underscore sprite. We'll do File, Save As again. And this will be the underscore heads sprite. Okay. I just like to open them both up at the same time. We'll do sprite and head. So open those two files up. So now they're over here. We don't really need the nickel ones. I'm going to get rid of those. Don't need the quarter ones as well. So this is the heads. Same thing. Get the little dropper tool, select the right color. 10-foot interface for all games. Okay. Remind me, is 10 foot... What is 10 foot again? This is actually kind of satisfying. Just getting rid of this stuff. There we go. Don't break it. Ah, there we go. Okay, turn on vertical symmetry because that helps a ton. Oh, let's get one more down there, maybe one up on top. Oops. It probably would look better if I do more of a style, maybe something like that. Or something like that. Kind of makes it look a little bit better than just that. But we'll save that for the next game. I could even like drop it down like that and make like little tails or something. Like my own language. That could be cool. But this is the heads, and of course I made it a tails. Oh, dang it. It was almost perfect. Okay, maybe I should just zoom in. I'm so bad at this. Boom, we got the heads. Let's go over to the tails. I didn't ruin this one, did? Okay. Why is this dime coin heads is? File. Save as. Let's just actually, I want to open up the dime one again, make sure I didn't mess it up. So we got the dime coin. Okay, I didn't mess it up. Awesome. Why is that called dime heads a sprite? All right, well, anyways. Coin here, awesome. I'm gonna go to the dropper. And let's do the very satisfying thing of getting all of this out of the way. I probably could have just used like the bucket tool. Well, that's okay. Help me get used to the Aseprite tools. I'd actually that'd be so cool if I was really good at Aseprite. I see people in Aseprite making animations and everything, using the keyframes. Oh, one day that's gonna be me. I'm gonna turn on the horizontal symmetry. And we're making the tails. So let's do that and this. Boom, we got the tails. Easy peasy. So dang, I just realized my PC is still on old distro. Upgrade it. Don't even look at the release notes, just upgrade it. That's how it usually goes, right? Update, let's just send it. All right, now I'm gonna double check, make sure that everything is still up. Let's go. Now the only one we have left is to do the quarter. So I'm just gonna open up this quarter coin sprite and Aseprite. And this kind of looks like a camouflage coin. I was just having fun with the spray tool. But this is the quarter, so I'm gonna file. Oh, I don't want to save as, right? Oh, I do. Because it's gonna save as a different coin, so this is going to be the tails underscore sprite. And then we'll make one for files, save as. Instead of tails, let's make this the heads. All right, perfect. So we got the tails and we got the heads. Can I make these views a little bit bigger so I can see the name? Don't think I can. So we got the, why do I have coin? All right, fine. We're just gonna go to open them all up. I don't know why it's so difficult. I'm gonna make sure I open coin. There we go. I'm gonna open up all three. That's a nice tip. I'm gonna add that down. Actually, instead of writing it down, maybe I'll just do a quick note in this tip video I'm gonna make after this stream. Or not after this stream, but after the 14-day challenge. So, opening up multiple files in Aseprite. There we go. Got that tip just so I can do that. Now this one's actually good, probably maybe easier to make. Because all I have to do here is, this is a good case for the bucket tool. Make sure that you guys can see it. Awesome. The bucket tool is this little drop down here, the spray. Vertical, you're probably not able to see it. And which reminds me, I need to change. Because this is day 9. This is day 9 of 14. There we go. That matches what it should be. So we got the paint bucket tool. And let's just get this. And then we'll use the bucket tool. Get rid of all that stuff. Now, I don't want it to look a little bit weird. So I'm just going to get the eyedropper tool to select that color. And then there's a paintbrush tool. We're going to fill this in just to kind of make it look like we didn't just erase a bunch of numbers. Oops, kind of went outside the boundaries there. All right, that's perfect. That's good enough. We're going to need to do the same thing for this one, but we'll do that next. So this is the quarter coin. Oh, shoot, we didn't mean to do that for this one. Dang it, guys. All right, there we go. We don't need to touch that one. We need to do the same thing, but to this one. So I'm going to kind of get this as well. First, I'll actually get the color first. And then we'll get the little dropper tool. Boom, boom. You guys can see that, right? Yeah, you guys can. Especially, okay, awesome. Then let's get the spray tool. I lied. We got to get the color that we want first, just by using the dropper. I need to start learning those shortcuts. Maybe I'll make some tips on the shortcuts. I need to get rid of this, because that should not be there. So eraser tool. So right button, we'll replace it with the background. Oh, okay, so you want to left click that, not right click. Is there any other ones that I can fix? No. Okay, awesome. So this is the tails. All right. So dropper, select that, go to eye tool. Okay, and then I'll get the dropper again. We got that color, let's go. Do you think you will update it, Clippy? Your computer? All right. Now let's just spray a bunch. You know what? How about just make this a little bit more controlled? Let's make the range a little bit different. There we go. That's kind of easier. I can kind of get closer to the edge as well. And it does make it a little bit better. This looks like a weird coin. I definitely don't like the art for this one, but that's okay. Tails. And then what I like to do is enable this horizontal symmetry. And then we'll go back to the pencil. And then we'll make the tails. Let's just do a cross. And we go down. Okay, a basic T for the tails. And this is all good for that one. This is the heads sprite, okay. Dropper on the green, paint bucket, boom, boom. Will it remember our color? No, it won't. Okay, so we just gotta go back to this and then the color. Let's start making all our fun little brown dots that should be camouflage, but it kind of looks more like a mistake waiting to happen. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm trying to get it pretty even. That way it doesn't look so weird. It doesn't look like your dog just laid fat turd on this quarter. Mine probably would. But let's go and erase this small spot that we should also erase off this, and then we'll save it. And then upload it to Aseprite. Not Aseprite, our Unity project. So back to making that heads. gonna enable this horizontal symmetry, which is, it kind of throws me off because what I think about horizontal symmetry, I think about the line being horizontal and not vertical, because this is the vertical symmetry. But I guess it kind of makes sense because then you're like vertical. Throws me off a little bit, but I mean, it doesn't make sense. All right, this is the heads. So I'm just going to get it in position. Oops, messed it up. I could probably draw on stream like the whole day. Dang it. Dang it. Kind of far out, but almost too far out. Let's redo that. It's kind of too far. If I was making an actual like fully fledged game, I would have this documented of how many pixels to the left we want to be doing here. But since it's kind of just like a fun game, prototype, we're gonna just have fun making our own tools quickly. So we got all our quarters and dimes and nickels made. All right. All right, see ya, Sprite. We don't really need to look at you anymore. Should I just turn it off? Probably should. Save some resources. So this is where we got all our sprites. We got a ton. Hey, you, and you're all Danovic. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Right now, we just finished making all of our sprites for our nickels, our dimes, and our quarters. So we're about to just import them into Unity. Because right now we just have our initials. And you know, it might be a little bit easier if we organize them a bit, because they're kind of all over the place a little bit. But heads, initial coin. Because this should be like penny. So why don't we change that? That way they're at least organized in this project view. Before I do that, I'm gonna get some water. It's always kind of weird drinking water when you have this big old mic in front of you. You have to like go way off to the side. Okay, so we got, I'm just gonna rename these real quick. This will be penny underscore coin underscore heads. That way we have a consistent naming scheme. Open this up, make sure it's actually heads, which it is. Awesome. And this is the tails one. So let's rename this guy. Penny underscore coin underscore tails. And then we just got the initial coin that we need to rename. All right, F2 is a shortcut. I don't think I need to do initial. I just need to do penny coin sprite. Okay. What we could do actually, should we just, I mean, I renamed these all, so I'm just gonna delete them. I know they're assigned. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just reassign them in the inspector. I know we're gonna get some issues, but that's okay. And I just want the PNGs. So we'll filter by PNGs. And then we have the head side. I'm gonna rename that as well. Penny coin heads sprite. Man, that is so important to have consistent naming schemes. Okay. So we got those three. They look so small. Why do you guys look so small? I might remove these real fast. They just look weird. If I do one at a time, it's probably not going to do that. Okay. Nice. And then tails. Oops. Was that? Okay, that's the PNG. Awesome. Oh, we didn't export them. Shoot. No wonder we don't have any. So let's... I mean, we got the nickel one, so we can at least do that. We got the nickel, and then we got the dime sprite. So importing that into Unity as well, which is actually very simple. All you do is just drag and drop it into the file or folder that you want it to do. All right. So now that we have those in there, let's just go back to Sprite. I know we just X'd out of it. So Sprite. And open up all the files that we just closed. So it'll be here to here. Yeah, dime, nickel, and because we got to make exports of every single one of those. File export as, which is a Control Alt Shift S. We actually don't need to do that one. I am going to make a little tip there. Control Shift plus Alt. Export quickly. Okay. And Sprite. Let's go. So it'll be quarter coin. Okay. Which is tails. Awesome. Then we need to do the same thing for heads. So I'll just do the keybind as well. Export. And we got the one for dime. So we'll export that as one and hit enter. And we'll do the same thing for that one. This one. Oh, I hit D instead of S. And voila. Awesome. Hey, Molar, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're making a small coin, simple idle, like a small coin idle game. So these are just the basic sprites that we're using for the coins. And so since we just exported them all, we can go into our Unity project. I'm going to remove some of these PNGs. So it might be easier to put them in. We have the dime, nickel, penny, coin, head sprite. Okay, I'm just going to work with the dime. So we got the dime sprites. There's the tails for the sprite. Next, let's import the heads. So kind of like a fun little game. You should see a coin actually here. We removed the sprite, so that's why you don't see it. And next is the nickel. Nickel coin heads. Nickel coin tails. And then let's get the quarter tails. And the quarter heads. Awesome. So these are all the sprites that we need. And can I just sort these all? I think, is it this button? Search by type, search by label, open and search. Maybe there's not a way to sort, but that's okay. It's kind of what we need anyways. So let's assign these sprites because this is going to be the penny coin. Penny coin. And I think this is a prefab, so we might have to do some things with this. I'm not sure why I did this, so let me just delete it. Okay, so that's what that's for. I was thinking that was what it was for, but we'll just make our own sprite. So this is the penny, or not sprite, prefab. And then let's change some things in here. So I'm gonna lock the inspector here, go to sprites, and then for the head sprite, I'm gonna make we should have an initial sprite as well. So let's actually go to the coin flip and make that. You guys ready to do some coding? Yep. Half of you guys just left, but that's okay. As I said, coding. Let's go to the right side of the screen. Okay. And we want to go to the coin flip script because this is where we're making those sprites. So what I'm going to do here is just duplicate this, hold Alt. I guess it's the same line, so you don't need to really hold Alt. But we'll make this the initial sprite. Initial coin sprite. I guess we'll do that. And then trying to figure out what the best way to do this would be. Because I want to run the code to reset it, but maybe we shouldn't, you know? Because we can just set the initial code. Yeah, we'll just do that, I guess. This doesn't make sense to change the sprite for like a second when all you're doing is just going to hit the button again. Probably going to be a lot of performance. So I'm going to remove that and let's go back into Unity. So let's not do that. Then the heads so this is the penny coin prefab. So we're going to do heads. Then we're just going to assign the tails. Player money text. Do we really need to do that? I don't think so. Not for the penny coin. Because we're also not going to be assigning that. Or not using that value, I guess. And, okay. So now if we just go to the penny coin. Where are you? Let's see. Penny coin. Oh, it's missing the sprite, initial sprite. So we just got to drag that up. And we got the scary looking penny. All right. And let's see. We got the penny here. And let's do... Would it be a good idea to make the dime coin, the quarter coin, and the nickel? We could, I guess. I'm trying to think about the best way to make this. We probably could... Would we want to duplicate it, I guess? And then just change the sprite? Let's do it. Let's just at least just... Oh, wait, that's going to be the prefab. So it's almost like we have to drag it here. We'll just do a variant. And this is going to be called nickel coin. And then this nickel coin, which I probably need to do here. Nickel coin, okay. And on this nickel coin, instead of this, we're going to take that off so we can see the new one. There we go. Nickel coin, got it. Making sure I was changing the right one. Let's go to the sprites. And the initial nickel is going to be this guy. Ooh, that's not good. It's starting to sound like that one space dude where he's doing some simulations like hitting the earth with a grain of sand. Ooh, that's not good. Any of you guys see that video? Or those shorts? I feel like they pop up maybe once a month. Let's see. What's the best way to do this? I probably should just remove the prefab. Because I probably shouldn't make it that way. So let's go to the nickel coin and just delete it. Okay. So I'm going to make another coin. And we're going to kind of assign it the same stuff here. It's going to get weird. It's going to get weird. So I'm going to make a circle sprite. And we're going to call this nickel coin. This nickel coin is going to be its own prefab. And for these sprites, it's going to be this one. I'm going to copy the position of where this is at. So we'll go copy position. And the nickel, you can just do and paste position. Okay, it's a little bit smaller because I forgot I need to change the scale. There we go. And we could change the nickel to be just a little bit below the penny. So kind of like right there. Waha. There we go. And let's actually make the other ones and then we'll go and assign the scripts, do that all at once. So this will be 2D object and we'll make a circle. This will be the dime coin. And the dime coin, let's set it back to 2 for the scale. And I'm gonna paste the position as well. It looks weird because it doesn't have a sprite to it. So let's do that. Let's do the dime coin. There we go. What actually happens if we do this? Does it block anything? No, it doesn't. Awesome. So we just need to make this a prefab. Boom. And then let's make another 2D object, sprite, and a circle. And we'll call this quarter coin. And you guys can't really see that too much on the vertical, but on the horizontal, it's a lot better. So quarter coin, make this a 2 as well for the, oh, let's chain that so they all change. Oh no, 2 and 2. And then we're going to paste the position. There we go. Can't really see what's going on here. Basically, we're adding these to the left side of the screen. So there we go. All right, now we got the quarter coin. Let's just drag this to the prefabs. There we go. And for this prefab, why don't we go ahead and drag the sprite for the quarter, which is this guy. Should change, which it does, which is perfect. We got our quarters. This game's starting to finally come along. It's kind of cool. It's fun just seeing something slowly evolve into an actual game. So in the nickel, dime, and quarter ones, I mean, if I assign a script to this, will it assign it to the prefab? I don't know if it will. Might have to go into like each prefab. Actually, I think it will. You'll just have to do the thing where you go to the prefab, and that was a nickel, right? Yeah. Where is that button? So if you go to the nickel, does it have it? It does. Oh, let's unlock it. So nickel has it, but if you go to the nickel coin here, it doesn't have it. Okay. Well, that's because we actually changed the nickel in the hierarchy. So I think we can do apply all to this. There we go. So now all the prefabs have this. So that's what I wanted. Now I'm just going to delete that so I can easily add these scripts to all of them. So I'm just going to go to this coin script, actually highlight that all, and apply this script to all 3 of them. Okay, fine. I'll do it over here. So now each one of these should have the coin flip. Let's go. This one has 2 instances of it. I'm going to remove one of them. Remove one of them. There we go. And I think we need the animator object as well. So let's just attach the animator to each one of these. Hold shift, select them all. And why don't we just do add component animator. There we go. All of them should have it, which they do. Does this one have anything else? I don't think so. Perfect. I might have to change up my coin flip script a little bit, but we will deal with that issue once we get there. So we have the nickel coin. And let's just assign those sprites. Might as well, right? Finally getting to the end a little bit. So this will be the head sprite, and this will be the tail sprite. This is probably going to cause some issues soon. It's going to be a pain. Because what did we do here? I think we just assigned... We didn't assign anything. There's a few things we could probably do. We can make a coin flip manager, and then we could assign this script to the coin flip manager. And then in that script, we could just find these sprites. Or we can make serialized fields for that, and then we might actually have to do that. Because this isn't going to work if we just do a bunch of scripts like this. Especially for the player money text, it's going to be like an absolute chaos. So let's just make a coin flip manager. This is where we're going to just put the coin flip script and literally every single sprite. So we're going to need to change our coin flips or a coin thing. So I'm just going to actually leave that for now, but I'm going to remove this component. Do we need the animator component as well? I mean, what's going to happen if we have it, I guess? Is that an issue having it? Because I think you'd at least need the animator, right? Or does that have issues too? I don't know. Let's figure it out. So let's go to remove component and add this guy here. All right, so everything is removed. What I want to do is apply this to all our sprites so there's no differences between them. And then we will... Perfect. Okay, that's what we want. Let's go. I think let's go into our script now. So in our coin flip, it's over to the right side. Let's hop over to the right side and make sprites for every single one. We're going to have to do some heavy modification. Oh boy. This will be Shift F6. Penny head sprite. Let's actually do that, and then we'll do that. Penny head sprite. Don't add that. It just makes it messy. And then we'll do Shift F6 again. And this will be the Penny Tails sprite. Don't add. And then we'll have a sprite render, but should we just do that first? Sprite render, sprite render. I don't know, we can do that later. Just gonna make a space, Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D, 2 more times. All right, so how do we, is it Alt where we can select, or is it Shift? Is it Shift Alt? There we go. This will be the nickel. We'll change this to heads. Tails. Oh my goodness, I am not spelling heads right. Let me know if you guys can't see vertical. I can extend it a little bit for you guys. Let me make my camera maybe a little bit smaller. Let's go changing my setup in real time. This is probably going to be a mistake. Have to do 150 here. Maybe 175. Okay. And then we'll just take a little off the top, right? 200. Maybe that'll be good. Kind of shaving off the top of my head, but that's all right. All right. There. Now you guys can kind of see a little bit more. I mean, that honestly probably didn't help too much. But let me see. I stole your cookie, said hi. I didn't even see that. Hello, cookies. There we go. That's a little bit better. Now my face isn't so big. Let me guys know if you don't like it. So we get the nickel tail sprite, the penny tail sprite, and then let's change it to the dimes. That's going to be next. And one of these, let's actually change it for both of them. This is going to be heads. And then we'll change it for quarters, dimes, nickel. So let's just get rid of the plural. Dime head sprite, penny, nickel, dime head sprite, quarter head sprite. Perfect. So there should be no issues, which there ain't. Do I have to do that for every single time I use? That's so weird. Let's go to... I just gotta go and delete something in my project real quick. So Copilot works. Let's go to my projects. Heads or tails idle. And I'm just gonna delete this. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to edit. Is it edit? I think it is. And then you have to go to preferences and regenerate project file. Here we go. And then I'm just gonna go to here, invalidate caches and restart. All right, so while that's going, why don't we go to our coin flip manager, because this is where we need to assign this coin flip. So go to here, and we got all our sprites that we can do. Now all these coins can reference this just coin flip manager instead of each one of them having their own sprites and all that stuff. Kind of a messy way to do it, but I mean, I think it'll get the job done. All right, so make sure, oh shoot, let's go to the middle screen. There we go. All right, that's what I was kind of referring to. Over here on the right side, we're gonna have all these sprites. Vertical, you're probably not gonna see it because I have to do that. But this is what we were referring to. All these little coins here in the middle in the blue are gonna reference that coin flip script you just saw. So let's just assign all our sprites to it. I'm gonna pause that. Or lock the inspector so it doesn't keep flipping on me. And penny head sprite will be this guy. Penny tail sprite would be that guy. Nickels. I'm going to change that up a little bit. I want it to be organized. So nickel heads is this guy. Nickel tails. Dime tails. Which is this one. Dime heads. Quarter tails. Quarter tails, where you at? There you are. And then we got the quarter heads. Player money text will be this guy over in the player money panel. We have player money text. The coin upgrades. Ooh, what was that again? I think it's just the coin flip manager, right? I forget what this one was. What was it? Let's unlock it, and because I don't think I removed this, so I could still see it. So the coin upgrades is the upgrade manager. Yeah, that's what I thought. So coin flip. Do I just have to drag this coin upgrade script into there? No. Upgrade manager. Oh, why didn't it let me do that the first time? Okay, there we go. Now we should just be able to remove this script from Penny. And it should still work. Fingers crossed, right? Let's go to remove. How about let's not remove it and just disable it? Because coin flip. Should it be getting the animator component? I don't know. I mean, the logic is still there and it's working. I just don't know why. So these are all set to flip in the beginning. So I think we need to change that. I told you guys it was going to get a little crazy. And all these are technically going to be disabled initially. How are we going to do this? We're just go to the animator for each one. Maybe that could be good. And then, because I forget for the animator for here. Oh, it's because we're not enabling the animator, maybe. Okay, so that's going to flip. Darn it, it should be flipping the coin. Maybe it doesn't know what coin to flip. Coin flip, manager. And then if we go to flip button, is there something here that we... Yeah, so this coin flip doesn't need to be here, I don't think. Because we have that coin flip manager now. Now it's just not flipping the coin, but I think the logic is working. Let's just remove this component. So we have this. Oh, what was that script again? I think it was going to be heads or tails. We have the coin flip manager, coin flip, and then heads or tails. Okay. Penny coin. We should actually change this as well to be coin flip and then flip. Now, why is this not flipping? Probably don't need that. And overrides. There's no overrides that we need to do. Nice. Just double checking all the other coins. Let's see. Apply all. Let's do that for the penny. Okay, so something's with the coin flip script. And I'm just going to step through it. So flip coin. We're doing the flip. So it should be doing that. So let's just open it up now in our writer. So we'll go to the right side here. Darn, it also failed again. Component sprite render. Oh wait, do we need to assign all these sprites maybe? No, I don't think that's gonna do anything. But I think that's probably like the default. Maybe. Let's just do it, I guess. So we have the penny head sprites. Boom. Then we have the tails sprites. Oh, come on. There we go, to tails. Oh, is it going to reload every single time I put something in there? Because it's attached to something? Maybe that's why it's reloading? I'll just do that for the penny. Alright, why is not... It's not even calling. You know what? Let's actually go back to Unity because I think there's just something wrong with the animator. Because we're basically having the same animator instance on all these coins. I was thinking that was going to be an issue, but we just wanted to have fun. Well, so it's like, what if I do flip? It's true. Yeah, it doesn't even like change now. So let's go to our script, I guess, now. On the right side of the screen. There we go. Can I like move this tab? That way, like, can I move the chat maybe to the left side? That would be nice if I could do that. Maybe I'll do that off screen, see if I can figure it out. So, penny tails does not match Unity serialized rule. What the world does that mean? Sprite render penny tails sprite. Penny tails sprite. Penny. Oh, I mean, this is what we're assigning, so that shouldn't matter. They should be able to find it. So called by button, animator.set trigger, flip bool, right render, animator. Yeah. And it's assigned that animator, yeah. What if I just remove the animator component on all the other ones? Just to test it. Remove component. This is the fun part about making games. You're doing all these little troubleshooting steps that it's going to eventually just help you so much down the road. Because I guarantee you, after doing this hours of troubleshooting, the next time, it's not going to take me hours. It might only take me an hour for this specific issue. And then maybe the next time after that, maybe it'll take me 30 minutes, maybe 15 minutes after that. And then eventually you become that guy where everyone in the office is just asking you, hey, how do you fix this? And you're like, boom, that's how you fix it. Boom, that's how you fix it. Because they probably had to fix it 20 other different times. So as soon as they just notice those little things of knowledge that are like, oh, okay, this relates to that, then they can fix it pretty quick. One day that'll be us, guys. One day. All right, so I just removed all those animator components on our coins. Let me move this back over for vertical people. So if you're watching on vertical, you're not missing out on nothing. And horizontal is looking good. I just look like I'm looking at a wall because I want to show everything else. Anyways, let's hit play. Flip coins, and it's still not working. Why? Do we have to get an instance of the penny coin? Because now I don't think we have that link between the coin, because before the script was on the coin. So now I think we just need to make that reference to the coin and get that coin's animator object. And then once you get that coin's animator object, then you can manipulate it. Since we moved the script away from the penny coin, we can't manipulate it. That's my logic and what I'm thinking about right now. So let's go back into the script. And I mean, I think this is right. I think that's a solution. I just don't know how to completely fix the solution right now. But I think I know how to get there, which is enough. If I make it's kind of what I was doing with the override, or I guess penny, but I want to get the animator for the penny coin. So I think maybe the best thing to do is we could serialize. I don't think you need to serialize it. We just want to get the animator. How did we do it below? Did we have to do it? We're just getting the component, which we shouldn't even be doing this anymore because we're not changing anything on the coin flip manager. We also, honestly, I guess we really don't even need this. We could just assign it in the serialized field. I know I'm causing an issue because I'm doing serialized field. But if I wanted to assign an animator, what would be the best way to do it? Maybe private text? No. I think I just need to reference that coin, and I don't have to reference that animator, I just have to reference that coin, because then we get access to that coin if it's public, right? Which components are public, right? Anyways, let's do private any coin animator. No. Any coin animator. Because now we're making an object. Right? I guess. That's what it's called, right? An object reference or something. Suggested name is _penny. Okay, fine. I do kind of like that, and I'm starting to like it more because this is basically the same naming for variables. So I think it would make sense to actually put like an underscore. I don't know if that's a real logic behind it and why people do it, but that's kind of why I'm starting to do it. So if we have this, we just need to we'll just drag and drop that penny coin. And then we'll do is it give money after flip? Is it going to be this? If animator is not equal to null and animator get bool, can't flip. I think we would have to do this and just use the dot operator, because then we're getting the animator of the coin because it does have it and it does have the flip trigger. So make sure you guys can, okay, you guys are still in the IDE with me. Now let's just do the same thing here. Use the dot operator. And I think this is on the right track. Let's see if this fixes it. Let's hop over into Unity. And we do have some errors, but that's okay. That's probably because if we go to our coin flip manager now, it's quite a long list. Oh wait, why do we have an error? Let's go back into the IDE. We have an error, penny coin animator. Not resolve symbol penny coin animator. Since Copilot and IDE is broken again, why don't we just go to this? Why do I have a cannot resolve symbol penny coin animator? This means that you can't find a definition for the class. Could I be using a different? Hey. Maybe I should just do game object? Yep, that's what it right. That's what. Oh. Okay, that's I think what we maybe need to do. What if we do Animator. Darn it. Oh, did I just not spell it right? Voila. Let's go. Now let's see if this is an issue. Animator does not contain. Okay, let's try game object. Hierarchy, coin flip manager. Serialized private game object. Why is it having an issue now? Cannot resolve animator. Is this where we actually have to get the animator maybe? And an awake? Well. Yeah, why cannot resolve simple animator? Does it need to be capital? No. Let's see here. We're trying to figure out why this cannot resolve simple animator. And that's because we're getting the private game object here. I'm gonna try and validate cache. See what that does. Maybe that'll fix the Copilot thing. An error in. Oh, okay. I think I get it now. I think I know the fix. Let's open up the coin flip. As Reddit, what's the progress looking like? I'll show you here in just a little bit. We're changing up our coin flip. We made a coin flip manager, and we also made some coins, more coins. So we got the initial. I just have to fix this bug here. Wait, is there no error now? Oh no, it's just paused because it's rebuilding things, I think. And I need to find a permanent solution into why my GitHub doesn't like things. It's basically just not able to find some location. But the error is going to be here. So I wonder if we just do this. Let's set trigger. Nope, we still have two errors. Cannot resolve set trigger. Okay, we'll take that back. What if I just comment out these two? We'll just do that for now, and we'll go back into the game. All right, and then you'll be able to see more of the progress. So let's open up the middle screen here. The penny coin animator. Would that be this dude? Or we can't actually drag and drop this animator. Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, we made some coins here. So on the left side, you'll be able to see that. We also made these sprites for those. When we flip them, they're going to be a little bit different. Now you're not really going to be able to see these coins until you unlock them. So we still need to make the UI for that as well. But we're kind of getting everything. And if we have time, we'll make some stats here on the right side. We still only have about 5 days left. but it's going good. So made a coin flip manager and just trying to get it to work now, I guess. Penny coin. Flip coins. Yeah, because I mean, the logic works. It just isn't flipping the coin now since we made the coin flip manager. Because I think it's before the script is on the game object, so the penny coin. So we didn't really need to do anything. But now it's on the coin flip manager, so we need to find a way to link it to that prefab. Which maybe we shouldn't even just make it a prefab. What if we don't make it a prefab? Maybe that's why we're having issues. So I'm basically just trying to get the coin animator into the script. What if we do... So yeah, that's kind of like where the progress is right now. Animator dot... Do we just have to do coin animator? No, because it's not even finding it. So yeah, basically just getting a bunch of fun stuff done today. Comment that out. Oops. I know we're breaking stuff. Because I think our animation's actually working. It's just not flipping the right thing. Animator. Another from another game object. Let's see what's happening here. You want to reference a prefab or scene object directly in the inspector, which that's kind of what we're doing right now. We're trying to get this private game object going prefab. A lot of errors here. Or not errors, but warnings. So if you want to reference prefab or game object directly in the inspector, private animator, coin animator. Okay, private void awake. So do we need to just get animator? Animator. Prefab, and in this case it's going to be the penny coin. What's up, Fool Football? Bro, how to start? How to start game development in particular? Really just building random things. Like, what do you want to build? What's something that is interesting to you that you want to build? I wish I started when I was that age. To be honest, I'd have so much more experience at this time, but unfortunately I didn't. But everyone finds it at the right time, I guess. But yeah, I mean, what's a... Yeah, it's going to break all that too. But what is a game that you'd want to build? Root, but on a child object? Not on a child object. Just do that. It is already in my scene. All right, programming? Yeah, programming, game development. Yeah, just do you have any experience with learning, or I guess with C# or C++ or any programming? Let's see. Now I think I might just have to go to Unity here, reload the domain and scene. I know C++. Dang. So if you know C++, Unreal Engine is going to be probably your best bet because that uses C++. If you do want to dive more into the actual coding of things, I know you can just use the blueprints that they have or visual scripting pretty much. But I think if you want like more unique features, you can use the C++ in there to do that fun stuff. But yeah, honestly, just try making something simple off the bat, and that'll definitely help you. So it could be as simple as just making like a bouncing block over an obstacle course or something. That alone is going to help you make scripts, make objects in your scene, and all that stuff. Bigger penny coin. Yeah. Penny coin. So then we gotta assign all these real fast. So we got, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know everything, but just make yourself have small projects like this. Like this is a 14-day challenge I just made out of the blue, because if you just watch a bunch of tutorials, you're honestly not gonna learn as quick because you're not practicing. I heard this one reference where if you want to learn programming or game development, you don't want to watch videos of it because it's very similar. If you want to learn piano, you're not going to learn piano if all you do is just watch videos of someone playing a piano. But if you actually get a piano and practice 10, 15 minutes a day, you're going to learn a lot more. And that's like the same thing with game development. You actually got to get your hands dirty sometimes and go through the hours of fun troubleshooting, because that is definitely going to happen. We've already had like some time with that as well. Absolutely. And if you want a Discord of people who do game development as well, let me pop up Discord over on this screen. There we go. We do have a Discord if you are and you're welcome to join if you want, of people who are also learning Unreal and Unity and all that stuff. So here, let me share it here in the Discord. I mean, in the live, if you're wanting to join. Completely up to you. But just got some other people who are looking to join as well. So there's that. Completely up to you. If you probably can't copy and paste it, because I don't think Shorts will allow you to do that. But if you just enter in that last part of that, that's the invite code. So B2HZ, that's going to be the invite code for the Discord server. But definitely let me know what your progress is, because I wanna see like how you're doing. Like if you're having any issues with stuff or any of that stuff. But make sure I'm sharing the right screen now. Middle screen. There we go. We are back. So I just gotta assign this quarter heads. And I think one of the biggest things, I think I'm gonna probably make a video about this today, about learning game development as a beginner. You're not going to be perfect, and you shouldn't even try to be perfect when you're learning, because when you're trying to figure out the differences between whether it's best to do this or that, you shouldn't even be trying to figure out the differences, because you don't even know the differences yet, or how to build out both sides, you know? So when you're learning game development, don't try to be efficient. Just build. And then you'll learn how to be efficient, if that makes sense. Hey, that works, but all that is doing is changing this sprite. But at least we got that working now. It's not getting the... you know a little bit about a Blender? What should I learn? Anything, really. Since you know a little bit about a Blender, try to use some of the assets you make in Blender in Unreal Engine. See if you can try and get those to work together well. Because that'll just help you work with game objects or assets. I'm not sure what Unreal Engine calls those things, but yeah, that'll kind of help you use both of them together, if that makes sense. And you could do that by just making a simple game, like an obstacle course or something. In Blender, make different obstacles so you can work with setting anchor points, so that when you're changing rotations, you're not changing the whole weird rotation of the object. You're just changing like maybe a certain part of it. Let's get... So honestly, anything. Just start simple so you don't burn yourself out. That's kind of like maybe one of the biggest things. Make simple stuff so you still feel rewarding, and don't expect it to be the next GTA 7 or GTA 6 or whatever. Because honestly, what you're looking at right now, it's not a GTA 6 game. But I've definitely learned a lot just from doing this. So at least it's applying the sprite here on the game object. I guess another tip is learn how to troubleshoot. Motivation. Yeah, motivation. That's kind of the biggest thing. Like, yeah, motivation is huge. Because every time you make something in your game, for example, I made these little sprites here on the left side. I don't know if you can see them since you're on, okay, yeah, you can. You're on vertical or horizontal, you should be able to see them. But like just making these little sprites and then making it change from heads to tails. Now there should be an animation. That's what I'm trying to fix now. But I mean, yeah, that's what we're trying to fix now, and just getting those things to work is what we're trying to do. So I think the issue is it's not calling this coin flip an M. So I need to change that. So even those little wins make you feel like excited to keep learning game development. Because the more you learn, the more you can actually do. So just start small and you'll be able to make more. But be prepared for the tough times. It's not all going to be sunshine and rainbows when you're doing game development, because you're going to run into things that you weren't even thinking about. And it's crazy how many moving parts there are in a game. I don't even think there's bad games out there anymore, just from learning game development. Because it's already a lot better than what I could do. Oh, let's see. I think it's something with the animator not getting maybe the right flip trigger name. Is it flip trigger? That's what it's called. Can coin flip, that's also what it's called. So if we go to the coin flip manager, is it everything assigned, which it is. Okay, if we go to the penny coin avatar, animator. So what made you? Here, 1 second. So any samples? Or are you wondering what kind of made me do game development? Or kind of jump into game development? If so, really, I started learning game development because 1, I liked being creative and making things. And 2, I like programming. But because that's one way to create things. And 3, it just is another area where I can maybe get into and try and help other people. So I know obviously I can't do that as much now because the skill set isn't quite there for me. So I'm just being realistic. But just by doing these little challenges and constantly trying to learn with other game developers, then one day I'll be there. So honestly, it's just going to be a fun journey. I can already tell. I can't wait to look back in a few years of like on what happens with this channel and just keep learning. Because one of my big goals right now is to learn Unity as much as I can. Because in 2026, there's going to be another version of Unity. Hopefully 2026, maybe even 2027. Starting to sound like a GTA 6 release, but there's going to be another version of Unity that comes out, Unity 7. And I want to make like a full course so that anybody that's getting into game development can just watch that course. I'm not going to make it easy on you though. In that course, I'm going to actually say, hey, do this with your own hands. And don't keep watching if you don't do this with your own hands. Otherwise, if you just listen to it while you're on the treadmill, that's fine. And then going back later to do the exercises. But I want to make a very in-depth tutorial on Unity 7 once that comes out. It's going to be amazing. Shout out, please. Trigo. Welcome. Welcome, Trigo. Welcome to the stream. I see your first words, so you're starting to getting some points. Let's make sure that chat's on the screen. Chat is on the screen. Let's go. Hello, Trigo. Welcome. Welcome to the stream, and thanks for joining. Right now, we're trying to figure out a fun issue. We're trying to figure out why this animator isn't working on our game object. Let's actually just go to the middle screen so you can see it. So if we hit play here, it changes the sprite. Absolutely, football. I mean, that's a great way to learn. Having other people in your group that's also doing what you're doing, it'll just help out. So I knew I shared that Discord, so definitely check that out if you're interested, or subscribe, because there's gonna be more going on in this channel. But yeah, Trigo, this is what we're trying to fix. There should be an animation here, but right now it's just changing the sprite. So we know it's able to get the sprite, but we also know it's not able to get the animation. So we just need to fix this to where it does the animation every single time it flips. So that's what we're getting. That's where we're at right now. So let's just kind of walk through the steps of what's going on. Our coin flip manager is getting the coin reference, and we're getting that. So are we getting the... Let's go to the right side where we're seeing the code. For the coin animator, terrible name, actually. Because this should probably be any coin animator. So I'm going to do Shift F6 and do penny underscore. Oh wait, let's just do penny coin animator. Next. Then that way we change it all throughout the script and we don't have something hanging where it also needs to be changed. And then we have this sprite render, so let's change that as well. Oh. And shift F6. Penny sprite render. All right. Private sprite render. This should be, because I don't think we need to be getting the animator component on the coin flip manager. I mean, it's nothing, it doesn't even have an animator component actually. It's just basically an extra spot where things can kind of get together. But okay, I'm gonna get going. Tomorrow's my exam, so I have to go, well, next day. Okay, sounds good. Good luck with game development. Wish you luck. And hopefully in the future you pop in, let me know how things are going, because I definitely want to know how you're progressing and all that stuff. So good luck on the exam. You can do it. Maybe just try doing it like 10-15 minutes a day, game development, because even that's helping if you just do it a little bit each day. All right, here we go. Trigo, I don't know if you can see the message, but earlier in this Discord, I shared the Discord invite. You're welcome to join if you want. Where should that be? There we go. So I know you probably can't paste it or click on it in the there we go. Now I pasted it, so I can't use Discord. Oh, that's completely fine. That's 100% okay. Just pasting it for anyone that wants to join in the Discord. So there we go. All right, and thank you. You subscribed. Appreciate it. Thank you. Happy to help. We're gonna actually have a stream after this where we're gonna play the top #1 Unity stream game for the month of August. So stay tuned for after this. It's gonna be a fun Sunday. All right, let's check this out. I love troubleshooting when it's not 2 hours long, but make sure you guys can actually see the code, which you can. Let's go. So, I mean, this should be getting the animator component. Are we just not flipping it? Underscore penny coin animator. Do. This song is like so relaxing. Trigo, are you into game development? Or do you like games or any of that? Or what's your biggest passion? I mean, that should work, and we do have a sprite element, right? We do. I mean, if I just hit play, what is going on? It's not calling the trigger. Which is so weird because it should. Let's actually make sure it's not failing the conditional check. So one of my favorite ways to do that is just do a DL for debug.log. That's a live event I made. And we're going to say, we made it. Flip method. I don't really like calling these functions, even though it is kind of like a block of code. In C#, I think they're better to be called methods. So let's do this and jump back into the middle screen. So I'm gonna catch up with chat here. Okay, I'm coding, but I am a DJ. You're a DJ, that is cool. Now, if you did games, or I guess you don't really have to do games, but you could make some art and stuff for games, maybe. Like if I ever have a dance area in my game, Trigo, I'm gonna hit you up. So, hey, Davin Walker, how's it going? I've seen your channel before. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Basically, what we're trying to do right here is, let me make sure you can see, which it looks like you can. We're trying to make a small, simple coin idle game. And I know I made a change, so hopefully we're not making any errors. But basically what's happening is we're trying to fix the animation here because originally the script was on the penny coin, so we could easily get the animator component and do the animation. We're getting the sprites to work, but basically we're making a game that allows you to, it's kind of like a simple coin idle game. So you can flip the coins, buy these upgrades. Eventually we're gonna lock these behind an upgrade. So you're actually not gonna see these unless you buy the upgrade. So it's kind of just like a fun way to play the game. And this is like a 14-day challenge, made it completely from scratch. Cannon Steel says, I wanted to check out what you were making. I'm in the process of making a game too, but I can't get a jump scare to work. Can't get a jump scare to work? You might have to do like an on enable. Are you using Unity to make your game? Like maybe like once you step into this trigger area, then it's like this on, like, I don't know, enables this thing or instantiates it or something. It is a pain. I agree. Sometimes game development can be a pain. 100% agree. Like I'm trying to get this animation to work. Why can it apply the sprite? Oh, is it even reading my console message? It's not. That could be an issue. That's probably why. It's failing the check. Because I guarantee you if we just did this, let's go over to the right screen. But I guarantee you if we just ignored that conditional and whenever we called the flip method, we just did this, we'll probably get an error, maybe. We probably won't, and I'll look funny, but you get money when it lands on heads? You do. Yes. You start off with getting 1 penny. The whole premise of the game is you start off getting 1 penny, and then you're gonna upgrade. So yeah, we're already probably getting errors. Oh wait. That's what it was. Okay, so this is what should be happening. It's something's not right with our conditional check. So it's not running that coin whenever we hit that flip method. I'm back. My phone glitched. Sorry to hear that, Trigo. Awesome. So this gets us to what we want to do. Here we go. I wanted it to be when my player moves inside a certain area of the enemy. Okay. The jump scare animation sets off and it has the player shift focus onto the enemy and disables control. Dang, it sounds more complex than what I'm doing. But I mean, do you just have like some event where if the player is running into the enemy, like is there like a trigger event that triggers something else? Like I'm over here just flipping coins and you're over here making the biggest horror game the world has ever seen. Like, oh, flipping coins, let's go. And you're getting money. Tired of getting 1 penny at a time? Get this upgrade. And now you're going to be getting 2. Basically how this works is we're generating a random number behind the scenes. So when that number is 1 to 50, you can actually see the odds here in this console. If you're in vertical, you won't really see it. So let me change that. There you go. When we first started flipping, the heads chance is 50% because that makes sense, right? You flip a coin, there's like 49.99999% chance you're going to get heads or tails. The other 0.00001%, you're probably going to land right in the middle. Never going to happen though, right? But we made it simple, 50% chance. I would actually one day like to make a polished version of this game. But let's do this heads odd increase. Increase heads odds. Where now if we flip again, it goes up to 51% chance you're going to get heads. And then now it's 49% chance you're going to get tails. And you could just keep going and going and going and going and going and going. Upgrade. And then just get a bunch of these. Over time, like it'll charge more every time you do the upgrade. So it's 14, now it's 16. And now if we flip coin, we have a 56% chance to get heads. So like that's a fun challenge. I've really enjoyed doing this challenge. I know we only have like 5 days left, so I'm going to be upset when it ends, but I've learned a lot. Had some fun with Ace Sprite making some coins, and it's fun. I like it. And this is my very first game. Dang, cool. That's awesome. Horror games, that's actually a good genre to make. Yeah, I mean, what would happen when you reach 100% chance and go to 101%? Well, I think the logic, because let me show you the logic here. Right screen, you should be able to see the logic. We are not in play mode. There we go. So this is the logic here. Heads or tails. Whenever we flip the coin, we're basically calling this heads or tails, and you're getting this random number 1 to 100. And that's kind of a good bug test, you know? And you know, that's a really good message you sent, Hot Brains, because it probably will break my game. We probably need a conditional statement there saying if greater than 100, just set it to 100, and then, or just if this is 100, then disable this upgrade and you can't buy it no more. So good point. Good job, Hot Brains. That's a very good troubleshooting thing. But hey, Strophium, I did see you were in the chat. Welcome. We're doing some very complex stuff today. Let me give you a quick rundown of what we're doing so far. Basically, I don't know if you're on vertical or horizontal, but if you are, I'm going to move it over here. But hey, Kasuki, welcome to the stream. Welcome. But we made some more coins. We got a nickel, a dime, and a quarter. Let me know, people on vertical, if you can't really see it that well. I know the chat's kind of weird on streams, at least from YouTube. But we made this nickel, dime, and quarter, and we made variants of those to be tails, heads, so that later we're going to be flipping those. And so, right now, I actually made a coin flip manager similar to the upgrade manager we did the other day, because I have a feeling we're going to need these coins to reach out to this coin flip manager to get those sprites. Because before, I was assigning this coin flip script to every single one of those coins, and that was a pain. Lazy Sunday, and my pup is super snuggly. That's funny. So funny story, actually. I tried going to the gym today. But for whatever reason, the gym decided to start opening at 8 o'clock in the morning, when Sundays they usually open up at 7 a.m. So I get there and no one's in the parking lot. And I'm like, this is going to be great. No one is going to be there. I'm going to get every single machine I want. But then I started realizing there's a reason why no one's there. The lights are off, okay? And so I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to go home. And then I tried going to like another gym that's local by, but I mean, they don't have any equipment really. So I was like, fine. I'm going to go home and I'm going to take this opportunity to let the dog out and we're going to go for a run. So we went on a run for like 30 to 45 minutes, get the doggo tired. And then I was like, all right, time to stream. So we're here. So lesson learned, don't go to the gym until it opens. All right, time to figure out some more things. I mean, I guess we kind of figured it out, so. But this is working as should. Now we just need to see if we can get it working with the other coins. If we can do that, then we're good. We have like 4 goals that we want to do. Noted. Trigo says noted. We have our coin references up above. As you can see, we don't really need this here. Animator on that game object, we don't need those as well. Penny coin animator, and penny sprite renderer. Let's just, if I highlight and hit Control T, will that, I mean it does, but why don't we just copy? Because that got messy. Cannon Steel, all right. Well, good luck for your game. If you have any issues, feel free to come back and we will try to troubleshoot. So, but good luck on your game. Imagine of this game where you battle people with luck and can buy counter luck to remove the opponent's luck stats. I think you just made a viral game. I've never seen something like that. Brains, You're onto something. Literally, your brain's onto something. I mean, that's just like, especially if it's multiplayer, the amount of chaos that you would have in that game, streamers will play it 100%. I would play it. Like, I would play it with all you guys. We would have a stream and we could join each other. That's a cool idea. I'd buy it. That could go viral, brains. Nickel. I don't know how to spell nickel. I'm spelling it like pickle. Start rapping on the stream. Part-time game dev. Part-time rapper on the side. Can you guys still see it? Yeah, you can. Let me know if vertical stream, you can't see it on shorts. It's kind of weird with the chat, I know. I don't know if you can actually turn it down. Like, put the chat down. Let's do nickel. Now I'm spelling it N-I-C-L-E. What? Nickel? There we go. And then, honestly, I'm just gonna copy the word nickel, because I don't trust myself not to say that. Or, darn it, now I gotta... This is chaotic. And underscore nickel coin. There we go. I don't know why I'm doing that. All right, that's fine. Okay, and then we're gonna copy all this stuff. Actually, let's just try getting it working with the nickel coin. You guys ready for this? We got our penny working. If you hold on the screen and scroll a little, then scroll back without going on the next stream, it is all the buttons for me. I think that makes sense to me. But let's see if this works. We should have to make sure there's no errors. There's no errors. Go to the coin flip manager, and then this nickel coin, all we have to do is assign it to the inspector now. Now, hopefully, and I say hopefully, it works. When we flip coins, it flips both. Close your eyes, guys. It's not working. Dang it. Oh, you want to know why? Because I'm pretty sure I disabled the animator component. Or actually, I removed it. Who in the right mind would do that? Probably me. There we go. Now let's try it again. Dang it. Oh, you want to know why? Because I don't even have the logic to flip it. Okay, right side of the screen now. Here we go. You know something cooler about Writer? You can use the code you wrote as context to set your code style suggestions with it. That's cool. I'll have to look more into that. You know what I wish Writer would do better of? Fixing my Copilot. I got it working. I deleted the idea folder on my project and then did this invalidate caches and then basically regenerated everything. It worked. Next day I get into this project. It doesn't work anymore. Because it can't find that virtual reference. I mean, do we really need to get these animator components? Maybe. Nickel coin animator. Yep, we want that. And we want the sprite. Dang it. There we go. Maybe that's the reason why it's not working. I need to start passing in things. Flip coins. Okay. Yeah, I'm still not doing any logic to do the flip. So I'm starting to get crazy here. And I think this probably isn't the best way to do it because it looks very messy. You guys still in the chat? Or not chat, but yeah, the right side of the screen. If I set this to nickel coin animator, is that going to be coin animator? Yeah. Get rid of this debug. We don't need multiple ones. That's so messy. But I mean, I could make switch cases here AI assistant works better to be. Seems like the ass. I'm alive. Brains is alive. Making more viral. I almost said viral. See, I can't type. I can't type or say words. So I guess now. All right, let's see if this works. I need to start. If this works, I think we'll include the other coin animator stuff here. But we'll make some if statements saying if unlocked this or something. Maybe we'll say if unlock is true, then it runs this as well. And then you're flipping the nickels. Then maybe you're also flipping the dimes as well. Ma, get the canonical viral. Yep. Exactly. Grammarly will assist your speech with premium. Yeah, and then they'll read all of my information. Every single one of it. Hey, it's flipping. See, we did it, guys. We did it. They're even flipping at random times. That looks so cool. Oh, sorry. None of you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. You know what? I'm going to make it so you guys can't see what I'm seeing. You can't see this magic, amazing stuff on screen. This is going to only be for my eyes. Let's go. I'm just kidding. You guys can see a glimpse of it. There you go. I'm just kidding. Basically what is working now is whenever we hit flip coins, it's doing this as well. And you know what's weird? This will actually visually let you see what's happening behind the scenes in the code. The penny ones happens first because there's like a slight second where that's flipping first. And then it gets to the line where it's supposed to flip this nickel. So it flips it. So there's like, it's like a little off. You can't really quite see it yet, but I just realized it's not changing the sprite. Why? I have the, is it because I have to assign it in the script as well? It probably is. No, because I only have the head sprite here. Vertical is probably like, what are you thinking? This is the stuff in the script that I assigned. Just the heads part. So can it be tails? It can be tails. So why is it able to change the sprite on the penny, but not the nickel? Because I have it assigned here. This is the head sprite, and then this is the tail sprite. So it's always so hard for vertical to see the whole picture. Because like the screen is so much smaller. So I'm trying, guys. As a medic, Team Fortress 2 once said, I have no idea. There's something wrong. Let's just go to maybe, just maybe. I don't know what it is either. Wait, are we assigning this? Okay, we assigned the nickel. Great. We got the nickel coin animator. Nickel sprite render. As assigned, but its value is never used. Eh? It's never used? What do you mean? I think we know why it's not working. I think we know why. Let's go to the right side of the screen. We got the nickel coin. And then does this basically look the same? It does look the same. So why is it not working? Set bool. Oh, we're not changing it here. So if, do we basically got to do this multiple times? Oh, this is getting ugly, guys. Why do I not have a block of code here? What am I doing with my life? Let's change that. Okay. Get up to music a little. Yeah, you want the music up a little bit? Let me know how that goes. Is that too quiet or is that too good? I turned it up a little. Right, here, I'll just do it a little bit higher. There. Gotta take off my laundry. Okay. Can you turn the music? Thanks. Yeah, you bet. Let me know if there's anything else that would make this stream better too. Solid principles. Tisk tisk. Oh, I forgot what that means. Safely output linear identification devices. Is that what it means? Katsuki, what I'm using for this IDE is this guy called JetBrains Writer. And I'm using the game engine Unity. The Unity game engine. So what I could do here, guys, is so messy. Okay, actually it's not that messy. Because I think what we can do it's kind of messy. This needs a heavy refactoring, but we're just gonna keep piling on the dirt. I wanted to say mud, but then I changed it to dirt at the last second, so I said dud. So bad. But does this fix our issue? I'm sorry, guys. Your eyes were probably in pain with how bad this coded. D stands for right strafe. Just the added context. Oh, right strafe? Oh yeah, for solid. We might have to Google that. I've heard about it. I've definitely heard of solid principles before. I just don't have a solid idea what that means right now. Hey, we fixed it, guys. We fixed it. What in the world is going on? It's only doing heads. Oh, because I have it doing heads for both. Go back into the code. Here we go. You guys ready? I'm making you guys do exercise going back and forth to the screens. Like the amount of calories that you're probably burning moving your head left and right, even though it's not really that crazy, is insane. Basically, if you watch a stream, you're getting fit. Okay, now if we go back, here we go. One more calorie. Let it factor. Heavy refactor made me think of heavy rotation. Is that a movie? It could be. So now if we flip the coin, both of those are the same. Let's go. All right, y'all ready to make this real messy? Oh, shoot. I forgot. Oof. You know what I forgot? You're gonna have to unlock these codes. It means if you're like with the dictionary. Dictionary? Ooh, I don't really mess with dictionaries that much, but I probably should. Maybe that could be another 14-day challenge or a 7-day challenge. Make this code better. Okay. This is interesting because you're gonna have to unlock these nickels. Oof. So how are we gonna make that? This got ugly. It's got ugly. I mean, do we make switch cases? We could make switch cases, maybe. A switch case statement where if dime is unlocked or if nickel is unlocked. Do you have 3 monitors? I do. Technically I have 4. because I got one on the left, one in the middle, one on the right. But then I also got the camera right there. And it's a teleprompter. So I'm able to use it as a screen as well. That's why I can read the chat and stare into your soul at the same time. So technically I have 4 monitors. I could probably even play like Terraria on that little screen if I wanted to. Because I can use it as a, basically a text area. I can use it as another display. I can use it as a, I think there's another option. I don't know, something else. So I can use it for multiple things. Ooh, but this is ugly. How to do this? I could just make a switch statement. So I do know in Awake, we should just get the components for the other things. So let's do that at least. So that's going to be the simple part. Yeah, I know. And we'll just change this from, is it Shift Alt where you hold it? Yeah. We'll just do the dime. Maybe we should make it. So we have the, as well up here. All right, so we have the dime. I'm just gonna change this all at the same time. And we'll do the dime coin. And let's do this for the quarter. Quarter. We'll have to assign that in the inspector later. But we got the dime, and then we got the quarter next. Oh no, I hit insert. Quarter. Oh man, why did I do that? Quarter. What am I doing? Quarter sprite. There we go. Everything is working as should now. I don't know if we need to do that, but it works, so I don't want to break it. I feel you staring into the abyss. Show myself. Yeah. Soul your soul. I don't know what to say that's YouTube appropriate with that. Do you have 3 monitors? Oh, yes. Yes, I already answered that. 4 monitors. All right. I was starting to get a little hungry, and off to the left, I have some dog treats for my dog. I wasn't tempted to just eat one, but the packaging is actually does look very good, but I definitely won't eat one. All right, let's go to random thoughts when you're game developing. Man, how long have we been streaming? Because why can't I say words no more? 2 hours? Okay. Let's go ahead and put this dime into here and quarter into here. You know what? Maybe I'm actually going to get lunch first before we do the game development stream later, where we play the top #1 Unity game for the month of August. So I'll probably eat something first. It's probably a good idea. Road 16 on perception. Show us the, oh. Well, it was pretty simple. I mean, all we did was just assign these things in blue over in the inspector. So the dime and the quarter. That way we can actually get those components on them. And while we're here, let's actually make sure there's animator components on them. So we have the dime. Click on that guy. There's no animator, so it's not going to do nothing if there's no animator. We also need to go to animations and assign our coin animator so it can get those animations. Hey, Aditya, or Adia, am I saying that right? Farid, how much he wasting at 1 day, 2 hour, or 8 hours? How much he, I think I wasn't wasting too much time on the first day. However, on the second day, there was about 2 hours of troubleshooting. So that was a pain, but I learned a very valuable lesson that day. Can I just assign the coin animator here and then it just does its thing? Oh, it's so much nicer. Because otherwise I'm making the animator. Show us the dog food. All right. I mean, it's not dog food. It's bacon. Because like our dog, likes to get distracted outside. So this is what it is. Bacon. But if you hold up a treat and then say, go potty, that dog is faster than Usain Bolt. It'll go outside, squat, run it in record timing every single time. Because it wants the treat. But then sometimes you're like, go potty again, does its business, goes out to the grass, does its business, comes running back. Because it knows, it's like, okay, I'll go potty again. So all we gotta do is show the bacon. Dog goes potty real fast. He wants that one piece of bacon. He does. And if you, a little tip, not game development. What kind of dog? We have a mini golden doodle. So I think if you go back a few days into the stream, I forget which day it was, but I actually had the dog in the first 30 minutes of the stream. So maybe we'll have the dog be a guest appearance in another stream in the future. So yeah, break up the bacon pieces and the dog goes crazy. You know, maybe they should start doing that in like workplaces, you know? Because who doesn't like bacon? If you just like give your workers, go do this one thing and then you'll get a piece of bacon, productivity would be off the charts. So would cholesterol. But productivity though? Hello Stick, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Trigo, you have a French Bulldog? That's awesome. My mom actually has a French Bulldog called Luna. She likes to slobber. And she's so loud. She's so loud every single time when she's just running around the house, just puffing and puffing. Okay, so we did that, the animator part. Let's go back to the right side of the screen. You guys are probably getting bored looking at that for the same minute or something. I'm training your guys' attention span. Looking at the same screen for like a whole minute. Didn't know they come in minis. They do. So they actually come in 3 versions, 3 sizes. I guess I shouldn't say versions, but game development here. You got the full size golden doodle, which I think are about, I don't know how big they are, 60 pounds at least. But then you got the mini golden doodles that are kind of like the medium size. And then you got the tinies as well. So those are real small, maybe 15 to 25 pounds. And then you get the minis that are about 25 to 35 pounds. My first student out of grad school had a free pizza on Fridays. Ooh. That's motivation though. I actually did think about a question, Strophium. Are you working at like a indie studio, AAA studio, or are you just working at like a indie, like, or are you working for yourself? Waiting on the golden doodle patch. I look at you, handsome. Thank you. Thank you. I got a haircut 2 days ago, so before this, I was an Eskimo. You're probably referencing our dog, but I'll try to take a compliment. I'm just kidding. Our dog is cute though. So it's flipping. That's because we don't have the logic yet for that. And I don't know, should we just make a switch case? I think it'd be easier. So if we're back in the code, I really need to start bringing food to the stream. Because I'm starting to get hungry again. Probably from like the 2-mile run this morning. I think it was 2 miles. I don't know. I just kept running. And I was like, okay, we should probably go back. I think one way to make this organized, even though it is chaotic, is to make a... Well, the penny's not going to have one, so we'll just always set it to true, but we'll have it just so everything's formatted the same. Why don't we do a is unlocked? Like, is nickel unlocked? Is dime unlocked? Is penny unlocked? So we do a private. Is it going to be private though? Because when we reference other stuff, Yes, it is going to be private. Okay. Private. Cool. Can you guys see it? Yes, you can. Is Penny unlocked equals true. Okay. Wow, I missed that keybind so bad. Or missed that key so bad. And then we'll have is nickel unlocked. We'll set this to false. We're just building the logic out here. We have is dime unlocked. Apply renaming factoring. What do you mean? Is that going to give... Oh. Not sure what that did behind the scenes, but I'm sure it did something. Is quarter unlocked? Okay. Now, I think we could just make some switch statements for our flip. Because I don't really... I mean, I could do if statements, but I haven't made switch statements yet for this project, so I think we should do that. But I do want to catch up on chat here. Penny... I'm picking pennies off the ground, it feels like. Industry is not doing so hot. That's what I've been seeing a lot of videos on that, where if you want to get a game development job, it's kind of tough. Which is a bummer, because if I could do this full time, that would be wild. I mean, because I've always tried to do something that's kind of relevant to what I want to be doing. For example, back in college, I wanted to be like a physician's assistant. And then actually, before that, I wanted to be a veterinarian. And then, so I was working at like some vet clinic as just like a receptionist. But then I wanted to be a physician's assistant. So I got a job as like a phlebotomist. So I was poking people. Had no training whatsoever. And so I was like, all right, you ready to get poked by this needle? Here we go. Let's hope for the best. Everyone was looking at me because it was my first stick ever. No training before that. Not really sure if that should happen, but I did it. So now I want to learn game development. And if I could spend 8 hours a day for work being a game developer, holy, my skills would be so much better. Because I'd be doing it at work, be coming home, playing with the dog and the family, and then going to work on game development. So kind of side story, but oh man, bonus, I ordered Thai food last night. Oh, that sounds so good. So quit making me hungry. I never touched. I had Japanese food Friday. So good. It was called bulgogi. It's basically ribeye, like cut ribeye steak over some onions, and it was so good. Mixed in some Japanese sauce as well as some rice. So good. I'm getting hungry now. But I think I need to make this switch statement before I end this stream. We're going to have another stream later in the day. Then apply rename factoring changes and uses of it as well. F2 is the rename hotkey. Oh, okay. Which makes sense. I mean, in the File Explorer, F2 is also to rename. I've started doing that so much at work. And before game development, I've never been doing that. Bulgogi? Yeah, it's like bulgogi. Hey, let me get a picture of it on stream. Watch it be the most gross thing ever. Bulgogi. Japanese. Alright, let me try and find a good picture of what it looks like. I mean, it kind of looks like this. Oh man, I'm getting hungry. All right, this is a good picture. So I'm gonna open image in new tab. All right, middle screen, here we go. This is basically what bulgogi means. Or not bulgogi, but basically you have this is what I had Friday. Super amazing. You can have it over rice. I had it over onions, but then I kind of just mixed it in the rice as well. But then you could have like cilantro. This is like steak. And so they'll cut that up. Amazing sauce on it. There's no sponsor for this stream, but it was really good. And it's making me more hungry. And it wasn't that bad price-wise. And this isn't even a 4K picture, Stick. This isn't even a 4K picture. Like, imagine if it was 4K. Imagine if it was 8K. Your eyes would be crying right now. Like, your eyes would be salivating. How do I get out of this full screen? There you go. Guys. This has a higher resolution picture, so this looks even better. Oh man, what has game development came to? Oh, that looks so good. I love cilantro. It just adds a nice kick into the flavor. Okay, I need to get this switch case done quick. Because my hunger time is running out. Oh, let's go to the right screen. Make a dinner making simulator. Ooh. Did you make the food or did you order it? So it was actually, I was at work. And so we had a work meeting basically for 4 hours. And so in the middle of that, we went to go eat. And that was the place we chose. So we ordered it. We ate inside there. Some mapo tofu tonight. Oh. Dang. Meal prepping, that sounds so good. Alright, so I think what we should do is just make a switch statement. I haven't made one in a while. Switch expression. Expression. I don't know what my expressions should be. Do I have to have one? Which is true. Okay, so I want to say smug. Is penny unlocked? Oh, this might actually be saving us so much time. This is basically what we're gonna type out. Case true when is penny unlocked. So then if this case is true, it's going to be doing a null reference, great. Nickel, dime, quarter, awesome. And, okay, let's get in the animator component, make sure it's there. Okay, set trigger. This might actually be what we want. How did we accept it all before? Boom. And then we break away from the switch statement. I mean, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. And then later, maybe tomorrow, we're going to make those upgrades so that, because these aren't going to be true off the bat. And they're actually set to false. So we can actually get rid of so much code now. We can get rid of this and we can get rid of this. This isn't doing the tails part. Oh boy. I'm just gonna start taking some stuff out so we can do that. Why do we have an empty code block? So I'll get rid of that. I've never seen a switch like that. Neat. Yeah, I like it. You should build a Waffle House in your game. That'd be fun. That'd help build, like, I mean, I probably won't do it on this one, but that would just help learn collisions, and stuff like that. I could make custom game collisions, or colliders, I guess is what I meant, so that they're actually shaped like a waffle and they're not just like rectangles. That way you actually have to like fix the pieces together in your Waffle House. That would be fun. know you guys were going off with the food. There's a ramen place that's not too far, but they should sell this special babuns. What are those? That looks good. Got water on my. There we go. And then we do if this, which we're doing in the switch statement, so we don't need that. I'm gonna delete it. Heads or tails. Do we do a switch statement here too? So on the flip, we're doing that switch statement, but I think we also need to do, no, we don't, okay. Because the onClick event is calling these two methods. It's calling a flip, and it's also calling a heads or tails. So that's on our onClick event in Unity, where you assign this method, basically. So if result is, should I have a switch statement in, you know what? We could have a switch statement here. I think I got an idea. What if we do this? Switch, spell it right, switch. And the result will have to be like, basically this, instead of an if statement. I think you can do that. And then in this switch statement, I guess in this switch statement, I guess I was referring to, we could do let's see how I want to do it. Case constant value is expected. What do you mean? Let's see. Speaking of food, by the way, since you're an Obsidian, have you ever heard of Zedek? Oh boy, making me say tough words on stream. Zedekson method. I use that for recipes. I have not heard about that. Made a Wiki link on for every ingredient so I can automate shopping lists. That's kind of cool. Just being able to automate that kind of stuff. As an electrical engineer, I am watching programmers program. Cool sentence go brrr. Electrical engineer. We got all the brains in here. Let's go. From game development. Tropium, I think you answered my one question earlier. Industry is not doing so hot. When I was asking about like AAA or indie. Let's see. I hope I didn't miss it though. I'd like to actually one day get in the industry. I mean, at least starting out, you know? Maybe do it for a few years and then maybe do it off on your own. Good luck on your game. Hey, Stick, thank you. Thank you for tuning by or stopping by. So, yeah. Say hi to Tree and what was the other person? Fruit Tree for me. I still remember that comment on that one video where you're saying your dad is a tree and your uncle's a fruit tree, but your uncle's kind of weird because he's a fruit tree. Am I not doing this case right? Let me think of how to do case statements again. Be the format for a case statement. I don't make these very often. Usually I just am fine with like an if statement and it's good. So do I just have to make a case and then parentheses if I want to do an expression and then have that? I just don't know why a constant value is expected. It is a constant value though. Abdullah Shahid, welcome. Are you a solopreneur or freelance? Hey, maybe one day. That's kind of like the goal, kind of. Honestly, just being able to kind of live your own life in a way. That's kind of the goal one day. That way, like whenever I want to, yeah, I don't know, kind of set your own schedule and stuff like that. Are you a solopreneur or a freelancer? But short film, I've done mostly AAA stuff. I have 4 shipped titles. Dang, Red Dead Redemption 2. Dang. I bet that was a fun game to make, I bet. NFL Pro Era 1 and 2 and 2025. The last was them switching to a live searching model before laying me off. Ah, dang it. Sorry to hear that. What is a live service model? I've never heard about that. Are you meaning like where players have to play a subscription or something? Face value. Oh yeah, live services, think League of Legends. Renewal titles are like Madden. Oh, okay. That's a bummer. Oh, I see. So maybe I shouldn't be making a switch statement. Could be freemium or just a lot of DLCs. Talk about a lot of DLCs. The Sims 4 is so many DLCs. It's like they've given up on Sims 5. I've always played like The Sims growing up. That was always a fun game. But I've been waiting for Sims 5 for like so long. Okay, switch result. Maybe we should just make this an if statement, I guess. Maybe an if statement's better. Then we could just do like a, you don't really need to do that anymore, but then penny sprite equals penny heavy sprites. Give money after flip. No, I don't really want to do that. We'd have to make a for loop. Well, we want it to run that as well. But we also want it to do this as well. Not the best way to do it, but why are you not doing the same code? Let's do sprite render. Oh yeah, why don't we take this out? There's definitely ways you could do this better, I feel like. A lot better, to be honest. Come on, give me that autocomplete. There we go. Just save me some typing. There we go. That's better. One amazing thing that came out of the pandemic is online food shopping, I swear. There's so many options. But Hotbrains, my opinion of Linux, I don't really use it that much, just because I don't really have to. But I do like several things about it, where it can maybe run a little bit better than Windows. There's also a lot you can do with it as well. Like a lot of customizations and stuff. So, I mean, I don't dislike it, but I also don't really use it that much, unfortunately. All of my stores have this recipe option now where you can one-click just add meals to your cart. Ooh. I sometimes go to Walmart and they kind of have that option too. It's really buried, but you can find it. Let me make sure you guys are able to see the code. Okay, you guys are. So we basically have to do the same thing, but for tails. And I don't know why it's not making code blocks when I sometimes take the suggestion. I like having the code blocks like this. That way it all looks the same. I'll sprite render, and then we'll go do some tails. We'll do some dimes, and then we'll do some quarters. Like, it didn't make the code block. If I go back. There we go. I just didn't want to type it because I was being lazy. You know what we could do? Never mind. We cannot do that because that would change some logic of some things. Actually, I am thinking here. I mean, we're always going to be flipping though. Trigo, do you use Linux a lot? Also, vertical, are you guys, people that are watching this in shorts, do you guys see the screen all right? Is there anything you want me to change that I can reasonably do with my small amount of screen space for verticals? We're getting this, but we're not implementing this is unlocked yet. This quarter unlocked. So we need to add that somewhere in the conditional statement. But I need to figure out where to put that. Do I just make it and here and just say and penny is unlocked? Which means this has to be true. Ooh, I smell food. It smells good. Is dime unlocked? I don't really like checking this much checking. I feel like we should just do it once, but we're doing it multiple times. But I think I'm gonna do a code review after this 14-day challenge. I'm gonna make all those terrible things to do in this first challenge. I keep hitting the wrong one. Is dime unlocked? Else. There we go. And then we just gotta do it for the quarter. And I guess we're checking here. True when is nickel locked. I might just highlight the line and type it wraps it. Oh, pro tip, if you have a one-liner, you just highlight the line and type it wraps it. Oh, okay. So if I highlight it. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you. I'm gonna maybe include that in the tips. In the very long tip video I'm gonna make. All right, really nice for like duplicating a line and changing variable names. Yeah, it is helpful. Okay, let's just see what this is. We did a lot of coding. Wait, we have a few errors. Where are they at? They're all the way on the bottom. There we go. Fixed it. Invalid modifier private in local function declaration. What? Oh, I see. There needs to be a... There we go. That's what I wanted to fix. Then we have its own method here. We have this one that goes all the way up on top. All right, the script's getting a little bit bigger. I have to go now. I'll be back later. Okay, sure you go. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by, and yeah, hope to see you later. If I don't, have a good rest of your day or night. If you're on a variable and you do Alt-Shift, it adds next occurrence to your selection. That one I've actually been using a little bit, especially when I'm making things like this. I just do Alt-Shift and then I'll just like save so much time. That way you're changing multiple things at the same time. Really nice for you, like duplicating line, changing variable names. Boom. There we go. I just read your next ones. Alt Shift plus. Oh. For me, that zooms in. Oh, it changes the font size. That's what it does. Which is kind of nice. For you guys, probably. See you, Trigo. Have a good one. Let's go ahead and just clear the hierarchy. How long have we been streaming? 2.5 hours? Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. Move this over and let's see some errors. Flip coin. Animation isn't working anymore. So let's see what's going on. Flip coin, don't have to do anything there. So right side. So it's just not, it's doing the heads or tails, but it's not flipping. So it's not doing this error checking is the thing. So penny coin is not null. So it is assigned. And penny coin. Hold up. All right. Hold on. Let me change this true. Basically what I was doing here is, you probably weren't able to see it, but I clicked on the transition from any state to coin flip NM because the condition for that is currently set to true. But before it was set to false, which could be one reason why it's not flipping. So let's test it out. Zoom it back over here. There you go. Now you guys in vertical can see it a little bit better. So now if we hit play, it should at least flip once. You know what? I think it might have been, here, set it again. And then, because it's still set to true, so that's not the issue. Dang it. It was so promising, okay? It was there. Any is unlocked, we know that. If we hover over it, it's probably gonna be true. Private bool. Can I get a quick reference of it? Give me the value. How about we just do this part and I'll comment out the rest. Actually, probably shouldn't do that. You should probably just do this. Let's see if that works. Because I have a feeling it's something in this condition that is allowing it not to run. So to get rid of that, it's something with the condition. Any is unlocked. Which is true, okay. I'm gonna go back to the right screen so you guys can see it. All right. Penny coin animator is not null, meaning something's assigned. Is that the thing causing the issue? Let's do it. I'm just gonna set it to true because I don't want to make any other logic. Because it should run no matter what, because it's set to true. Basically, everything is set to true. You got this switch, which is true, so it's going to keep going. Case is true when this is true, which it is, so this should run, right? At least that's what my logic says. Let's go back into Unity. My camera over here is very off. Probably wondering what I mean by that. Let's change that. Why is it 160 on the right? Weird. 250. That's kind of a little bit better. There. Now I'm more centered. Do you want to know what I'd say if I was reviewing this code? I don't want to derail you, but it may or may not blow your mind. What would you say? Would I be fired? Would I get that senior position? Darn it, it's not flipping. Oh, because I might be setting it to false. What if I set it to true? No, set it to false, because I actually want to check and see if it is setting it to false. Why don't the coins just know what they should do and CoinFlip just tells them to flip? That would be too easy, okay? Dang it, we broke the animation again. But it is setting it to... Actually, it ain't doing nothing. Okay. It's not doing nothing. Is it not even getting in the switch statement? Any software automate the board in YouTube? What do you mean by that? Automate the board in YouTube? Do you mean like switching scenes or the chat? Also, welcome to the stream. It's changing the sprite, so we know this is work. You know what? Is it broken? CoinFlip Manager. Let's actually make sure the can flip is signed correctly, which it is. So it should be calling that method. For shorts people, basically I was checking this on click event here. So it is assigned to flip, that flip method. So we know it's being called. So now I just want to make debug.log messages and seeing how far we can actually get. TNX, sorry? I don't understand, sorry, but I'm definitely open to answering your question. I just don't quite understand yet. Let's go into the code. I'm gonna make some debug.log messages here. So starting off, this is made it to the flip method. And inside this switch statement, we'll do another DL. continue to do that. Probably breaks the logic of the switch method. So we'll do, we made it to the flip method. Oh my goodness. Wait, what? Did that just... Wait, let me do this again. Oh, okay. I thought this added to every single one. Did it? All right. Weird. I'm just gonna say made to flip. Okay. Now I'm gonna click back into Unity, let it compile, go to the middle screen. So by the way, this is 1000%, doesn't matter for this game, but just aware that the version of C# that Unity uses is before they optimize string interpolation. So big no-no on large projects. Good to know. Maybe I'll just make it, which is a bummer because it is so helpful being able to just quickly use a string, right? Typing it out and then just making a variable. So nice without doing this plus concatenation since it accumulates garbage. Can I just like make a method to clear that garbage somehow? I just never liked doing concatenation, to be honest. Making plus signs, a bunch of, to me, it's messy. All right, flip coins. Let's see, what are we getting in the console? Made it to flip, we made it to the flip method. Are you sure? Because you're not doing the flip. You're not flipping, my dude. You made it, so you're getting there, you're just not flipping. Is it this break statement that's causing issues? Oh, you need a break. Should I just make it into an if statement? I don't really use switch statements that much. Or I guess, I don't really have I haven't had the reason to yet. So, I mean, so super deep engine lore, but Unity and Unreal both implement incremental garbage collectors, which means they nibble at the garbage over time. That's good. Because I didn't know if Unity or Unreal did that because it uses C++, and I think C# has a better memory management compared to C++. I haven't really dug too deep into that concept, but that's just one thing I've heard. I don't have errors, do I? No. Flip coins. I'm just gonna make this into a switch statement. So I'm gonna go back into the right screen here, and I'm gonna say, make this into an if statement, just to save me a lot of time. Or make these into all right, I'm gonna catch up on the chat here. You mean firing this GC? Also, Retactor, hello. Welcome to the stream. Daily check-in, let's go. How's your progress going? Since it accumulates garbage, yeah, it's beautiful. Sorry, just trying to catch up with the stream. You mean firing the garbage collector? Yes. So yeah. Whenever I play my own video on my friend's computer, it stops because there's no user interaction. You know what I'm trying to do? It stops because there's no user interaction. You know what I'm trying? What? I don't understand. Like, are you streaming or whenever I'm trying to play my own video on the stream? It shouldn't stop when your friend, like if you're just playing a recorded video, it stops because there's no user interaction. Too much garbage. Both Unreal and Unity are C#. Both Unreal and Unity are C+ engines with managed code on top. Oh, really? For some reason, not many people know Unity is C++. So Unity is made with C++, but so you're saying Unity is made with C++, but you use C# to interact with it? And it makes its own C++ instance behind it. That's why you have to be careful how you do null checks. Okay, I'm doing good. I'm finishing my current project soon. Nice, good to hear. I'm gonna change the switch statement to this. And let's see if this fixes it. I basically just switched the switch statement into a if statement, and we'll see what that does. So it is basically translate your C# code and one in the next, I think. That's crazy. And quite confusing. Why would they do that? Yeah, it's not a role reference. There we go. Not doing the animation. Is it because I have to do true here? Let's try it. Hello, Harsh Panicker. Welcome to the stream. And I don't exactly know the reason. C++ has classes. Yes. Unity has a C++ mirror dimension where you can create a C+ or C# instance. It makes a C++ one underneath to run the highly performant code. That's crazy. I didn't realize Unity was that crazy. Or that in depth. That's wild. Moment of truth. Does this work? We're gonna hit play here. Let you guys see what's going on here. Now, hopefully these flip. That's the goal. Here we go. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. I feel like if I say it enough, it's gonna happen. Dang it. I mean, it's flipping, but it's not doing the animation. I mean, does it have to be false in order to play? Now it's false. True. Makes no sense. Oh, you actually added a lot of stuff as I can see. Yeah, it's getting crazy. We only have like 5 days left of this challenge, but it's been a lot of fun. Been learning a lot and trying not to get too messy. Makes me sad. What do you mean? Why does it make you sad? Software I'm using for this game development is Unity and JetBrains Writer. Katsuki, thank you. Welcome. Hope you have a good rest of your day and sounds good. I hope to see you there. We're making a game? Yep. So I'm using Unity and I'm using JetBrains Writer for my IDE. Now I just need to figure out why is my coin not flipping? the transition is set to true on the animator. So I think I missed one. 3 more coins or buttons. Yeah, 3 more coins, buttons. So that's why null coalescing operators can't be used. I forgot what that was. I'll have to look into that because I checked native null. Now Unity is overridden null, which returns true before the garbage collector collects it. I have to go now for making I'm also curious about. All right, here we go. What screen are you guys looking at? Middle one? Okay. You assign all 3 other coins from nickel coin. Why, really? Oh, why don't we fix that? All right, to the right. Let's go. So there's some issue with assigning nickels to these. So that's right. But we need to change this to dime. This to quarter. Okay. And what was another thing that it says? That means your diamond quarters aren't actually pointed at the nickel. Get bool logic blocks the animation if you're flipping the call. That is true. Do I have to flip this? All right, let's see. Like my thing, do something. Oh, those things. Okay. Yeah, basically like a shortened, yeah, like a shortened conditional statement in a way. Meaning it implicitly null checks. Yeah, that'd be nice if we could do that, because it's just less code that you have to make. Still not doing that. Oh wait, did it just flip it? I swear it flipped once. Nope, it was just my eyes, my hungry eyes. Because I'm starving. So weird. And Harsh Panicker, you're learning 3D models? Awesome. How's that going? Are you using Blender? You know what? We might not be referencing the right stuff. Yeah, we're not using the right stuff here. I mean, should I just... That's gonna be from the penny coin though. I think that is actually right. Any sprite render, not much. That's fine. And the store is suggesting breakfast sausage to me. Ooh, that sounds good. If, honestly, I should just do if penny is unlocked, then you do this. I'm gonna get rid of this here, and maybe that'll work. All right, okay. Let's go back to Unity so you guys can see what's going on here. Moment of truth. Here we go. We got another moment of truth. We're gonna hit play. All right, so that's what the issue was. It's something with the Cambool. Start talking in like a southern accent. So let's just get rid of all that. Yeah, but you need that though. All right, we'll fix that later, I guess. Oops. All right, so let's give you guys a quick rundown of what I just did. Basically, I removed the, if I back some stuff, basically removed this get bool conditional check from these. That way we're not checking it. And then they all should pretty much flip. Well, actually, they shouldn't, because only the penny is set to true. Is penny unlocked true? But to test it, let's set dime unlocked to true as well. Then hopefully we only have the penny and the dime unlocked. So let's go back into Unity now. I might actually make some breakfast after this stream. And Harsh, cool, you're using Blender? Have you been using it for a while, or? Can you tell me, can I send the sample code that I'm trying to build? Can you tell me your TG username? Are you referencing Telegram? Alright, flip coins. So that works. Do I have to do something with this though? Let me select the dime animator, because that's set to true. That's also set to true. What is this set to true? True. Okay. But I think I might have to change something else in the code as well. So right, because I have pretty sure I have somewhere else where I do. Oh, you know what? I gotta set this to true. Actually, I want to leave that and see what happens in the game. That way I can kind of compare the differences between. Yeah, okay. Now if I just go to the dime, I want to see what the differences is here. It's still set to true. That's so weird. How like it doesn't change it in here. But it's like, this can't be the real value though. Danny Molder, you forgot about the stream. How could you? I'm just kidding. We will be streaming again in the future. We will, or when I say future, I mean like probably here in the next few hours. We're going to be playing the top Unity game for the month of August. Okay. So I do know what I need to do to fix this. So we just go to the right screen, and to get the dime to unlock when it is unlocked, or I mean to flip when it's unlocked, we're basically going to do this canned coin flip bool name and set it to true. I mean, I guess that maybe just means, I don't know. This is kind of just causing issues at this point. And it's not really doing the job I was thinking it was going to do. So now it flips the coins. Perfect. So we built that out. Now, since we have all of this flushed out, we basically just need to make the upgrade system, or it's not even going to be an upgrade system. It's going to be more like an unlock system, where you have to pay maybe $5 to unlock the quarter, or I mean, the nickel. And then maybe you have to pay $100 to unlock the dime. And then after that, maybe you have to pay $1,000 to unlock the quarter. And then each one of those are going to give you a distinct amount of like a reward. So yeah, that's going to be fun to make. So I guess before I go, let's make the UI here. I'm just going to make it right here. So UI. And I'll do a UI. Actually, let's just do this. I'll do separate upgrades unlocks. And I'll just put order. So at this point, just use ChatGPT to write the script. I mean, it's nice to refactor your code, to be honest, where you can just put your whole script into ChatGPT. It's kind of nice. It can do usually a pretty good job. Separate unlocked. And so basically what I want to do with this is, where is it? That's the right border. Huh. Why is it not moving anything? Do I just have to go? Oh, not there. I want to go here. Okay, and then we can just go to separate border and probably do that. I do want to rotate this. We'll do it 90 degrees on the Y. Is it going to be, or is it going to be X? They just disappear. That's so weird. Can't change it. Can I just do this? Oh, you're rotating it on the Z. That's not what I would expect it to be. All right. Totally the way you want to be doing this. Oh, now it works? Width, what does that do? Do I want 3? What happens if I change it to 3? Oh, it's just changing the width. Oh, geez, not 35. Change the height. And we'll just change it to be about like right here. And then we'll just put some upgrades here, like some buttons. And then each one's going to have like the amount it takes to unlock. So why don't we do that here? I'm gonna rename this. I'm just gonna go over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 upgrades. Okay. And then this is all our upgrades pretty much. We have the flip coin, upgrade reward, heads odds. So I wonder what I can probably just duplicate this. And we'll move it down here. And then we'll change the name. We got the upgrades, and why don't we change it to unlocks? I only use ChatGPT if I want something that I don't know how to make. I just use it to learn. I kind of do the same thing. Whenever I use ChatGPT, I want it to also let me know why or how to make this. So most of the time I'll say, give me an example as well and explain it as you were to a beginner, pretty much. Like kind of like going through the steps. I found some pretty good luck with that because it does give you a lot more information. Most of the time, information you can understand. All right, so we want a button. So let's do, in the game view, we'll make a UI. And we'll do, where's button? I always can't find it. There you go. This button is going to be unlock nickel. Unlock nickel. Have I been spelling it like that or like this? No, I think I've been spelling it like that. And then we'll do underscore. It's a good name. Underscore button, I guess. Okay, and then I'll highlight this. I'll release this as well. You probably can't really see too much if you're on verticals. Sorry. Here we go. And then we'll say Nickel. $5. Okay, and we can probably just change the scale to 2. Oh, not the text. You want the whole button, so it changes the scale of the child game object as well. Also to reinforce my code. Yeah, because it is nice. It's really good on syntax. Should we make an auto flip as well? I don't know if we're gonna have enough. We keep increasing the scope on this game. Let's do -200. That's too far. What about one? I bet 150 will be pretty good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, let's make it -250. That's probably good. And what we could do is we could duplicate this and make it for the dime as well. So unlock dime button. Get rid of the 1 so that we can paste it here. Button text. And this will be underscore button text. I forgot to add that to the other one. And then this will just say dime. Let's make the price on that, I don't know, 100 smackaroonies. Pretty simple game. Let's leave it $100. Oh wait, it looks a little bit better in the text, so I'll get rid of the decimals. Nickel, $5. And let's move this from to -200. Oh, sorry. I actually shouldn't have changed that at all. I should have went -300 now. Okay, what about 350? There we go. And then you could put like the dime, or I mean the quarter underneath that. So add lore. Spiral Dev? No, I have not. I have not heard of Spiral Dev. What is that? Or who is that, if it is a person? Unlock quarter. Button. And we'll do the quarter. We'll make this 250. Awesome. So now we just need to go to the quarter, and instead of 250, it's 350. So I think -450 is where we want to be, maybe? Nope. Oh, I just typed it wrong. There we go. No. I can just move all these down at the same time. Okay. Because I kind of want to put something up here that says unlocks or something. So from here, actually, let's just duplicate one of these panels. That's probably good. I'll just duplicate this one and then we'll put it on top. And then we'll put unlock coins panel. And we'll change the text, panel text as well. Let me catch up on chat. Spiral is like agile. Oh, that, yeah. Okay, I definitely seen that. Okay then. But you focus on getting to that minimum viable product ASAP, and then repeat this process adding layers like an onion. Okay. Which, I mean, is a good, I mean, seems like a good way to code. Just because you can actually see the final result, you know? Sometimes it's hard to make something when you don't know the final result. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. So I could probably just use rect transform and just drag it. A little bit easier to do that. Then we're going to be changing the text layout. So instead of centered, why don't we put it in the middle, and I'll put it in the middle there. Unlocks. Let's go. I don't really like this line, to be honest. What's that line? Let me move it. Because I want to put this down a little bit more. Is that the methodology that you use? If I missed it. Oh, short frame, is that the method that you use? Just add it to the list and literally don't ruminate on it at all. Get the done and then circle back. But it's so fun to just dive off the cliff and on this new idea though. But no, I 100% get that. Also, it eliminates scope creep. Yeah, I can definitely see that. You get something awful but technically shippable. Then you have to have a really good gauge of how to spend the rest of your remaining time. That's fair. I want this to look cool. Panel. Oh, is my alpha just all the way down? Is that why it looks weird on some of these? Why don't we go to the panel text? Panel text. Oh wait, not the panel text. I just want the panel. That's why it was so weird. Okay. I never really dived into why it was like that. But I just gotta change the alpha. And honestly, why don't we just make the text white? It might look a little bit better. The outline's nice, but we could probably change it. Have the text black and then have like a white outline. There we go. It looks better. Cool. And then I think you can have the outline. Right? I forget where the outline was. Here we go. We set it down here, and then we just go, oh, wow. Change the thickness on that. Make it the same. What about 0.1? How's that look? Aish. It almost looks better without an outline, to be honest. What if I do this and then I just change the black? Kind of gives it like an old school kind of look. Oh, it changes the outline on everything. I'll keep that. This is kind of coming along, guys. This is exciting. All right, I gotta catch up on chat here. Let's see what we got. Hopefully, were you guys able to see what I was doing? Okay, good. I mean, it was kind of in the way, but I mean, this is what it looks like now. If you're just tuning in, This is what our simple game looks like now. All right, let's look at some chat. Also, it eliminates scope creep. Yep. All right, I read that. I'll try. We're at the whim of the production and investors at the end of the day. Pretty much, which is unfortunate because I feel like a lot of games are kind of forced with that mindset. And so everything's starting to just be money related. I don't know if it's that much with indie development though, because I mean, as an indie developer, you don't have to be very submissive to investors, you know? When you're forced between choosing if your peers or the people with, yeah, it is tough. Because unfortunately, that's what kind of makes it go around, right? What makes the world go round? You have to create separate font assets, yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I'm okay with everything having the same outline though. And I kind of like having that thickness on the outline that's the same color. Makes it a little bit different. Can I change the softness as well? What does that do? I could change the softness a little bit. What does dilate do? Ooh. Now we're talking. Actually, I don't like the softness. Okay. I don't like what I was doing. I'm gonna keep that. There we go. All right, I think I've got it on everything. Watch out. It's so hard to stop game developing, you know? Like you just want to keep making it better and better and better. If you're making a game. So I'm just gonna change what these pennies are. Can I just change it to 0? No. So where are you? You're at -X or -8? Or can I just make you -10? Or you're out of the picture. All right. So this has to stay the same. We make you 0. Wow, that's really crazy. Okay, I'll make you 4. Okay, and then I'll make you 6. Oh, never mind. 4. Can I change you to 5? 2. And then we'll make you -8, so you're centered. And dime, -8, 0, -8. I mean, I could make it a little bit bigger. .5. That might be too much space. Might stick with the 2. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a dollar coin and we'll have enough. We'll have enough to space to put that in there. So I asked ChatGPT to change my code and add something new to it. Copy and pasted my code and added some random comment to it. Like, here you go. That's exactly what you wanted, right? All right. I think this is probably a good stopping point of what we want to do today. What are we going to do next? Let's go to our Miro stream. We've created the sprites for nickels and dimes, so I don't need to nickel and dime you all for that, but make the UI to upgrade the next coins. We made the UI, so that's good. Now we just got to put some logic behind those buttons. So I think what we could do is just make, I think that logic won't really be that much. All you're doing is just going to change it to true, so that honestly shouldn't take too long. And then if we have time for it, we could make some stats over here on the underside of this money. And I think when we're in play, we're not actually given a dollar sign. So let's give that. So let's do that and go into the right side of the screen. Okay, right side. And then in the right side of the screen, if we just wanted to change how it's outputting that money, we would have to go to this part. And it's basically saying player money text, that text is equaling to the money that we currently have. Well, we want there to be a dollar sign, so we can just put a dollar sign. No, don't give me that. I just want that. Oh, I guess we are doing that. Can I just do plus? Dang it. I was hoping I could do that. Well, the string interpolation's kind of messing with it a bit. Oh, I think I might know. What if we do this? Oops. Sorry, that's not what I wanted. And then for the format, do you just have to put that and it's fine? That needs to get away though. And I totally understand what you're saying now. ChatGPT, this is the third time. I know, I love how ChatGPT does that. It's like, I totally get it. Is this what you want? This probably isn't right. Because that's just, yeah, let's go back to square one. All I want to do is just add this to be, I mean, can I have parentheses around this? That way, I think that's what I was trying to do. And then you just have like a dollar sign to be the string. Oh, you know what? I probably need some character. I think there's some escape character I'm missing. I'm not sure what that would be, so let me just ask. You gotta add anti-glazing instructions. That made me think of donuts. So is that actually a real thing? You're probably messing with me. Let's see. Wait, is this thing that's messing with me? I might have just put it in the wrong spot. Okay, I did just put it in the wrong spot. Okay. That was a lot harder than what it should have been. Oh wait, now this is wrong. Oh, I see. I didn't need the parentheses. Okay, so that makes sense. Now this is probably gonna be the last thing that we do for this stream. But there will be another stream later today. The stream's already longer than I thought it was going to be. At 3.5 hours, that's wild. Okay, so let's go to the middle screen. There we go. School is not the place for large language models, I don't think. Everything's going to be a large language model in the future, I bet. My chair is going to be a large language model. It's going to know my pressure points where I'm sitting. So much data in this world. Okay, let's just, when we play this game, this little, as you can see here, this should be changing to like a dollar sign when we flip the coin. So there we go. Now we have 2 cents. Sweet. Now I do not like this format right away, so I'm going to change that. So at the player money text, we're just going to set it to $0.00. There we go. So hit play, then it doesn't make a drastic change. How in the world? Oh, it's automatically doing the math. That could be an easy way to do the math for these coins. That I will do later. I'm not gonna do it now. But all I gotta do is probably make a variable and then it's gonna add that. So currently it's doing 2 pennies right now because it's probably calling the same method. So that's another fun thing to worry about next time. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some food. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you all joining the stream. Pretty much all we did is we changed up the UI. I mean, we did a lot today actually. We made some heads or tails differential things for these coins, for the nickels, the dime, and the quarters, because we want them to be able to be unlocked here on the bottom. You see the unlocks. So next time, maybe we'll make the logic for those buttons and make it so that those add to the player money with their own specific values, if that makes sense. So this game's coming along. We got 5 days left and it's been fun making it this whole time. I got a long list that you guys are going to be seeing after the end of this challenge. It's going to be a video as well as some other videos, ideas that are coming out. So definitely stay tuned. But that is going to be it for now. In the future, I don't know why I keep saying in the future, but after this stream, not right after, but maybe in a few hours, I'm going to be making another stream so we can play the top Unity game and just have a break from game development and enjoy what games actually are. So it's gonna be fun. Let me read the chat before I end the stream, but I've got a golden goose that indefinitely produces sci-fi eggs. You know what? You don't sell it for, because then you have a constant stream of money, right? What you should do is just pay an employee to sell the eggs for you, and then you're making money and you don't have to worry about it. Boom. There we go. So technically you didn't have to sell the eggs, but you're still making money, right? So nobody is ever going to sell that can write Facebook by itself. But what if you create a large language model that can write the internet? Because then you have a large language model that can write the internet, but you can sell it as the large language model that can write Facebook. Oh, shoot. John, internet on the phone. I know, it's going to be crazy. Next few years is going to be wild. I know this is more of a game development channel, but it's crazy how different the economy is compared to like 5 years ago. How different the prices of things are. Strongman died. No, I can't believe Strongman didn't make it to this stream. That's wild. I don't think he's ever missed a stream. I bet if I pinged him in Discord, he would come. Alrighty. Well, I am going to go play with the doggo, get some food, and then we'll be back later. I'll make a schedule for this stream so you can know like what time that's gonna be. But it's probably gonna be, I don't know, in the next 2 to 4 hours, I'd say, or it could be even later tonight. I guess I'll say it's in the next 2 to 8 hours. So, all right, guys, get some food, get some pierogi, because that sounds good. And I will see you guys next time. So appreciate all the feedback. Definitely give me more. I don't care if it's, as long as you're nice about it. Don't make me cry on stream. That'd be sad. But no, great feedback, guys. And I appreciate y'all. See you guys next time. See ya.